Alright guys, so today we're going to be working a variation of a sit-up guard. Okay, we're going to be working the Shin-on-shin guard. Alright, so similar to the sit-up guard, let's say I'm playing delegate here. I kick her leg out, I rock up and I sit up here. Okay, my first goal is to try to feed some kind of grip, either the lapel, sleeve would be really great, but usually they're not going to let us get the sleeve. Okay, so good is the lapel, two belts, okay, even the same side lapel. Ideally, if I can, I go for this far side lapel. Okay, and then from here we can start working our sweeps, going into like half guard variations. But the thing from here is if I'm just trying to trap her leg and come up for a takedown or pull her into the half guard, there's a lot of ways for her to smash me. Okay, so one variation we can do is maybe I keep my foot on her leg, I scoot back, and I get my shin on shin. Okay, a lot of different ways to enter into this position. The simplest way for me though is I like to just start from the open guard when we're here. I create a little space, and it's similar to no-gi, okay, but I feel like there's a lot of good reactions that we can get in the gi as well. Okay, so I start scooting away from her, luring her to me. As soon as I feel her coming towards me, then I scoot in and I catch the shin on shin here. Okay, I keep my elbow closed. I don't want to give her any kimura traps here. Okay, and I keep my shoulder down, keeping my head closed. I don't want to give her space to loop choke me, guillotine, cross face me really tight. Okay, so I keep my hook tight against her leg, I hug, and I get in close. Okay, now from here, I'm just gonna post either my foot on her knee, I can hook the back of her knee, or I can just use my hand here, posting against her shin or her knee like this. I'm gonna fall to my right side hip, and I'm gonna load her onto me, making her leg light, and then I'm just gonna start kicking through, getting into the single X position here, stepping on her hip. Okay, what I like to do is as she starts to posture up though, is I keep my hook behind her far knee to ensure that I can get a nice grip here. Okay, just for a second. Once I get this grip, she starts posturing up, I switch to the single X. Okay, and then I just do a big squeeze, pinching my knee over my heel and bumping her over to my left. Okay, try to use momentum and come up into a good passing position, either Toriano pass, start stepping over, okay, or we can stay down here and start working our foot locks. Okay, I can start taking off the slap, feeding my lapel, whatever grip variation you prefer. Okay, that's just a couple options. Maybe we can even start going into some berimbolo leg drag style variations here. Okay. Again, for the entry though, we're here. I'm just scooting away. Scoot in, shin on shin, nice and tight. Post against her leg with either my foot or my hand. I pull her in, I kick through, get to the single X. Keep this hook here for a second just to collect the grip, and now we're here. And it's all timing. Once I get this grip and I feel her starting to adjust her base and stand up, okay, right at the peak of her standing up is when I want to time it, before she settles and gets really strong. Okay, I switch my hook to her knee, right when she stands up, pinch, bump her over, okay, and I come up with the momentum. Even if I get stuck here on my side, okay, I can control her pants. She needs this leg to post to do a technical stand-up, and she needs to pull this leg out to do a technical stand-up. Okay, so if I'm controlling both of those, it makes it really hard for her to get up. Especially we're both on this side. Again, she needs this leg to post, and she needs to pull this leg back. Okay, so we're here. I'm just gonna lean onto my elbow. The more I lean and the more I post this foot, the easier it is for me to rip this leg out from under her and come up. Okay. So again, so different angle. Here, scoot in, come up, okay? Okay guys, so same entry, we're gonna start from this position here. This one is going to be a quick one, so we don't necessarily need to feed the lapel yet, or the belt, or the sleeve. Okay? As soon as I hug her leg, again, I'm going to post on her opposite leg with either my foot, my hook, or my hand. Okay? I pull her on top of me, I kick through, and I get to the single X. Keeping my hook here, I start to collect the pants. Okay? Now, for me to bump her over to my left side, I'm depending on her to stand up and start posturing up over me. Because a lot of times they try to stand up, go ahead, and they try to put weight on this leg. So I'm using that. Okay, so she's loaded up here onto this side, so that's easy for me to use my hooks, use my two grips, and bump her over, taking her to this side. Okay? But sometimes when I enter here and I get this grip, she realizes that if she starts to posture up and put weight to this side, she's helping me use that momentum. Okay? So even if she stands up and she has good base, let's say, and I have a hard time kicking her over because she's resisting this sweep, I can use my hook under her butt and start kicking and making her go back onto her hands like this. Okay, steering her over. Okay, so I can use my foot on the back of her butt, or maybe I can switch to like an X guard variation, start to bring my foot to the inside and help lift her up and put her back on her hands. Okay, so I start to go to my opposite side hip now. Okay, when I do that, again, and she stays there, it's easy. I'm just gonna give her one little like pump with my legs and swing my legs out onto my hip. Okay, I don't want to swing my legs out like this. Okay, I'm gonna kick her away. I'm already slightly on my right side, so I swivel my legs out to the right like an S sit, and then I can start to come up with the double leg. Okay, sometimes this happens as soon as we enter the position. They just stay on their hands, keeping the weight off of their lead leg. We get here, I get my grip, but they stay here. That's fine. I can push her away and start coming up. Okay. Again. Okay. But maybe I kick her butt and make her post. Maybe she stays there. Now she realizes as soon as I put her hands on the mat this way, I have the potential to come up in the double leg. Okay, so it's just action reaction. Now she's going to try to get her weight off of this side. As she stands up, I use that reaction, and I go back to the first step. Okay? So we'll go in a little sequence. I'll go in, I enter the position, maybe she stands up, she has a good base, I try to knock her over, she doesn't, I kick her back to the side, I can come up in the double leg, or she realizes and she resists, and then I use that reaction to come up and attack the first sweep. So the next reaction we're going to do is we're going to go to the same position. This time I'm going to look to feed the lapel or feed some kind of grip straight away to my hand that's hugging her leg. Okay? So we get to our position here. My assisting hand is going to immediately go up and reach for the lapel. Usually they're not going to let me get the sleeves. If I can get the sleeve here, it's great. It's going to be super easy. See how I'm breaking her posture? It's hard for her to resist. Even if she can stay standing as I come up, it's going to be hard for her to defend the single leg. Okay? But a lot of times they're not going to let me get the sleeve grip. So I'm just looking to get the lapel if I can. Ideally this far side lapel is great. If not, the belt works, okay? Same side lapel will work. It's just something to help me out here. So as soon as I get this grip, now instead of going in for the single X, I'm still gonna try to load her on top of me, okay? But I'm gonna try to work more like an explosive double leg style or a single leg. So from here, if I can already make my second grip, maybe I'll grab like the cross lapel here, or the far side lapel. Okay, maybe I can get the sleeve, but again, she's not letting me get the sleeve, that's fine. Okay, from here, I can post on her knee, or I can even just fall to my right side and pull her on top of me. Okay, from here, I can grab onto her pants, I can grab onto, keep the grip on the lapel. I just keep loading her on top of me, and then I'm gonna give her a big kick and try to come up with the explosion. Like this. Okay. So again, here, scoot in, you can post on her knee to try to kill her mobility a little bit, pull her on top of me, and then from here, I have her loaded up. I don't want to be flat on my back, so I want to get onto my right side hip, okay, and then I can kick her off, come up. Again, let's go from a different angle. Scoot in, I get this grip, feed the lapel or feed the belt. From here, I like to climb up to that far side lapel if I can. I can post on her knee, okay? Pull her onto me, getting onto my side slightly, okay? And then from here, I have her loaded up, I'm gonna kick her away. Even if she manages to stay standing, that's fine because I have such a good grip between her legs, it's hard for her to defend. We can go into our wrestling style takedown here. If she stays standing, that's fine. I come up. Okay, if she stays facing away from me, I can jump onto her back if she tries to face me. Makes it hard for her to sprawl because I have this grip here. Okay.